Well, children, I want you to look at these words. Girl, car, batsman, classroom. Now, children, I want you to think. Give me some word to describe these words. First, children, tell me what are these words? Girls, car, batsman, and classroom. What part of speech are these? Yes? These are nouns. You know what are nouns, no children? Name, place, animal, things. Now I want you to describe each of these. Let's go first with girls. Yes, give me a word to describe girls. Yes. How about pretty? Pretty girls. Right? So you have described girls. Pretty. How about car? Give me a word. Black car. Right? Okay, batsman. If you are describing Virat Kohli, your favorite batsman, how would you describe him? Give me a word. Great. Great batsman. A classroom is a place we all know. Yes, describe the classroom. A small classroom. So small is your describing word. Now children, all these are nouns. Okay, nouns are name, place, animal and things. Even your days of months, weeks of the day, those are also proper nouns, special nouns, right? Now children, these words, pretty, black, great, small, these are all your describing words, right? Now children, see here, I have only one describing word. For each word, for each noun, I have one describing word, okay? Now let's go to something else. Let's see this, okay? I'm giving you this word, Sunday. Children, I told you, days of the week and months of the year. Let me just move this first. Okay, now months of the year and days of the week are also nouns, special nouns. Now children, I want you to give me a describing word for Sunday. Now I don't want one word, children, you know. I'm looking out for, sometimes we use a single describing word. Okay. Sometimes we use more than one. Can you think of how would you describe Sunday? Beautiful and sunny. Beautiful and sunny Sunday. Okay, I think this is simple. Soup. Don't give me one word, okay? Think of 2-3 words. See this? Hot, rich and creamy soup. Right? So sometimes children, what happens is you can have one describing word. Right? This is your one describing word. And sometimes you will have many words. Right? Now children, these many words over here, this is called adjective. We all know describing words. Adjectives are what? They are describing words. They are known as adjectives. They tell us more about the noun. How the girl is pretty. If you ask the question how, you will get the answer. How is the soup? Hot, rich and creamy soup. Right? Sometimes we are using single adjective. Sometimes we are using 2 or 3 words. Children, when 2 and 3 words are there, we call that a phrase. Now this is an adjective phrase. Children, we have done phrase. You know, when you read this, okay, a phrase is a group of words that does not make sense on its own. But when you read, you can get a sense or an understanding. But then you have to add something else to this. I'll tell you more about that later. Okay. First, let's move to our question in the text. We were doing that question. Open to page number, children. What was that page number which you were doing? Yes, page 3939. 3 9 39. All of you open to question 5. Question 5. Come on. Find an adjective used to describe the castle, the staircase, the furniture, the garden, the wood, the windows. So children, you have to find out from here. Right? What word would you use for castle, children? Yes? Huge. Wonderful. Peaceful. Right? Okay. Stone, I think you can use even stone. A huge stone castle. So you can use even stone, right? Okay. The next one, staircase. What word would you use to describe staircase? Grand. Right? Furniture, children. See here. Beautiful. Garden. Lovely. Right? Children, that's why I say keep your fingers when you are reading. The wood, huge. The windows, high. Right? Now children, I want you to move to page 4040. 4040. Now children, for this question on page 4040, we need to find a word or a phrase. Right? I told you what is a phrase. Okay? If you see your children page 4343, you will know what's a phrase. A phrase is a group of words that does not make sense on its own. You can understand the meaning of that phrase, but then it needs a support. Like see over here children, very high stone. Now your phrase is this, but then you need to add something else to make it a complete sentence. Very high stone, this is a adjective phrase. Then you add it had and then walls. So then you get your complete sentence. Now over here children, if you see cracked from top to bottom. So this is, the word over here is cracked from top to bottom. This is your adjective phrase. Now if you add something, its walls were, then it makes sense. Its walls were cracked from top to bottom. So that's your whole sentence. Okay, so phrase is a group of words. So it does not make sense on its own, but when you are reading, you can understand it. Right? Now what's the meaning of cracked, children? Damaged and showing lines on the surface. Having split. Having split means there are cuts. You can see the damage. You can see the lines. But it's not coming apart. Right? It's not like falling down. So that's the meaning of cracked. So let's move now children to this exercise. Yes, the castle walls. Yes, find the castle walls. What adjectives would you write for the castle walls? Cracked. Correct? Okay. Move to the next. What's the next one? The hounds. What will you write for hounds? I think there's only one children here for hounds. Huge. Okay? Huge hounds. I think you could complete this, children. It is simple. Complete it by yourself. Okay? Hall, I think there is a phrase. Yes, you could say grey, cobwebbed. Yes. So for hall, you could say great, old, cobweb. So here you're getting your phrase. Read the question, children. It is saying words or phrases. Even black and suit, you could write for the hall. See, if you see, the sentence starts from here. In the great old hall, cobwebbed and black with suit. So this describes the hall, right? Okay. Now children, move to page 4343. This is just now what I explained to you, children. Adjectives. They tell us more about the noun. Okay. And why are adjectives important, children? As I told you in this the story, that lesson on China. Okay, so you need to describe, you need to put your words, like how would you describe the girl, how would you describe a batsman. Just now what did we do, right? Pretty girls. So sometimes you need to add a single adjective, sometimes you need to add phrase. It makes your writing interesting. So children, please read this, okay? And then you do this by yourself. I think I have already discussed, children, page 43, right? You could find the answer yourself. What would be, children, the first one? Golden. What do you think would be the answer for golden? Yes, turn your page, children, to the text and find out. Golden, I think it was furniture, no? Yes? The chairs and tables were made of gold. So you can say golden furniture, right? So I think you can do this. Black suit. Blazing. Blazing would be what, children? What is the meaning of blazing? Find out the meaning of blazing and then you would write your noun over here. So these are adjectives here and now you are going to write the nouns, right? Now this one, underline the adjective phrase. This is very simple, children. Very beautiful, okay? This would be your adjective phrase. Children, see a adjective phrase, okay? So be careful over here. Phrase means it will have more than one word, right? Okay. Now children, here you have to use the adjective phrase in the sentence of your own. Bright and shiny. Think of a sentence. Diamonds are bright and shiny. The furniture was bright and shiny. You could use from the text or you could even use your own, right? Cracked, dirty and crumbling. What could you use? Sentence. Have you seen old forts, children? If you have gone around Pune. So the walls of the fort were cracked, dirty and crumbling. Or take it from your text. You could say the castle had cracked, dirty and crumbling walls. So children, this would be your homework. So children, I think you have homework for the whole week. You could complete it by the end of the week and send it to me. You have your writing about the Great Wall of China. Then you have new words. And then you have these question answers. Right? So that's all, children. Thank you. Happy learning.